Hello. Good afternoon, everybody out there. Good afternoon, and good afternoon this Thursday afternoon. Again, wherever you are welcome again to this afternoon's program. We're supposed to have started at 2, but nature will not have us have our way always. So today we are starting around 3 p.m. And we'll be able to talk about issues for today, bordering on sanitation in our schools. And I believe that wherever you are, you can join us on phone. You can join us on WhatsApp. WhatsApp number is 02000929225. 02000929225. You can also send in a text message through the studio phone numbered 0302551014. I say again, 0302551014. And we say you are listening to Ɔdadeɛ Radio, and our program is Education Standpoint. Education Standpoint is an online program also where you can download from the Google Play Store and the App Store as well. This afternoon, our producers are Johnny Adofening, also known as Zonda, and Ɔdadeɛ Edifico, who is also at the other side of the waters, checking up how things are going with us. And I have in the studio also our chief technical producer, Mr. Joseph Otu. Mr. Joseph Otu is handling all the affairs. Even though we have a few technical challenges, I believe that we're going to get to where we have to get to. This afternoon, I have in the studios the assistant head number 3, PESEC, in charge of domestic affairs. And I believe that he's also the one who oversees issues concerning sanitation in PESEC. And we're going to talk about how Education Service handles our sanitation issues and the role they play and how we also fit into their programs. Then also we have Deputy Senior Housemaster, Mr. Michael Ablo. And then we also have our school counselor, Mrs. Magdalena Kwe, also joining us. You are very, very welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the studios of Ɔdadeɛ Radio.
Thank you.
Thank you very, very much. I think straight away we want to look at what we have to talk about. What is sanitation in general? If we talk about sanitation, what is sanitation in general? I think you can pick that one for us first.
Yes. Mostly things that actually we don't need in a place. Anything that we don't actually need in a place. Because sometimes what can be a challenge here cannot be a challenge on the other side.
Okay.
Yes. So when it comes to the school environment, things that we don't need or things that pose challenges to us, it's termed as sanitation on our side.
Okay.
Because the definition varies from place to place.
That means it has to be disposed of.
Yes, please. Basically,
okay.
Yes.
Okay.
But when you go to another place, sometimes these issues that dispose of another environment, they need it.
They need it.
So to them, it won't be a sanitation issues.
Interesting.
Yes,
Interesting. Do others have something to say about this?
Yeah, I think basically, so from what my boss is saying, things that we don't need around, so clearing them off, disposing them off, ensuring. So when you clear those places off, those things off, then you are charting that going towards cleanliness. So sanitation is ensuring cleanliness, and so by so doing you clear off the filth around you. So the environment is clean. Your body, your personal hygiene also falls under sanitation.
Okay.
Nowadays.
Okay. So there must be personal sanitation to
Yes.
go with the topic.
Yes.
Interesting. Yeah. Assistant head again. If I want to ask, are there methods that are used? I mean, principles of, let me use the word methods that are used in getting the things that we don't need disposed of in the school.
Thank you, sir. We have a lot of methods that our environmental precinct here we have.
Okay.
That we use to dispose of our refuse regularly.
Mm-hmm.
Because if we don't follow those procedures, we can't live in this environment.
Wow.
Yes. So when it comes to our environment, every 2 or 3 minutes walk, you see a dustbin.
Oh, okay.
Every 2-3 minutes, you see a dustbin. So all the vantage points in this school, we have dustbins around. Although we need more, but we have enough, and we still need more. However, just 2 months ago, we have Ɔdadeɛ, Dr. The name has gone, but
is this stuff for
no,
Okoboy,
okay. Dr. Bernard Okoboy gave us a tricycle.
Wow.
So what we are going to do very soon is that we'll go to a point to pick the refuse, because the refuse are huge, and these boys can be carrying the refuse to the dump site before they come back. So the challenge is that when they take the dustbin to the other side, they don't bring it back. so with the tricycles that we have, we'll now pick it to the place and come back and pick the other ones too. So we have any 2-3 minutes walk, we see a dustbin there. And then if we go to the houses, house 1 to house 13, almost every house we have dustbins there. If we come to the administration block, we have some there. If we come to block A, in front of block A, we have dustbins there. Guase now, if we go to Guase now, we have about 5 or 6 dustbins there.
Wow.
So the dustbins is what basically we are using here to take our refuse.
Okay. Senior House Master.
Yes, sir.
Who are the people who are supposed to put the rubbish into the dustbins to be collected away?
It's the students.
The students?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
The students.
And how do they do that?
Okay, so we start from the house level straight even to the school level.
Mm-hmm.
So when the students get up in the morning, as early as 4:30 a.m., they are up. The rising bell is sounded.
Okay.
And so they have their respective plots that they have to work on. So the student picks up his broom and whatever, goes there to sweep, and then collect the rubbish. And again, they also sweep the dormitory in which they are, and they also collect the rubbish, gather the rubbish and put them in the dustbins. And these dustbins are then sent to the gathering point. We also have seniors on duty for the school level, and so they also have measures by which they get students from the house levels, move them to the school level to go and do picking, random picking. So they do random picking, and then since as headmaster, assistant headmaster said, we have dustbins at vantage points. So when you are doing random picking, you deposit them in the dustbins, which are also carried to the collection point. And so this is how basically it is done. Again, we organize periodic inspection, and we make it competitive so that everybody will get involved. So we call it house inspection. We have plot inspections and house inspections. The plot inspection, every house is the whole school has been designated to specific houses. So every house has its own plot. So you desilt gutters there, you pick around those places, you empty dustbins there. If you need to weed, you weed around those places, collect the debris over there, you put them into the dustbin, send them to the collection point. So these competitions, and again the daily work, which we call monitorial duty, that yes, we call it monitor. It helps, yes, to gather the rubbish around and send it to the bin.
That sounds very, very interesting. It means that every student is involved in one level of cleaning or the other.
Exactly.
Okay.
Weekly, there's a weekly schedule.
Okay.
So for this week, this is what student A is doing in this particular house. Student A is doing this, student B is doing, and it is pasted on the notice board. That schedule is done or rescheduled next week. So if today maybe you are cleaning around the toilet, tomorrow you'll be sweeping around maybe the visitors bay, which we call the paradise.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so you will rotate it. So everybody gets the opportunity to learn how to embark on cleanliness, how to sweep, how to do all those things. And I said personal hygiene is part. So even washing, bathing, shaving your private parts, your armpits, and all those things are part of the sanitation cleanliness that the school embarks on.
I see. We are in a boys' school, and if you talk about personal cleaning, is there a way of ensuring that every student regularly goes through water every day? Or when I say regularly, I don't know, weekly or every 3 days or twice a week or something.
Okay, so the prefects, we have seniors on duty in their various houses.
Okay.
And the prefects are also there.
Yeah.
And so, you know, there's this peer influence where you are a senior, so you control your peers, you control the juniors who are under you. So that if you notice, everybody is encouraged to bath. They actually go around, the seniors actually go around to dorm. Once the bell goes, the rising bell goes, everybody is made to wake up and go and bath.
Mm-hmm.
So if you are somebody who don't like bathing, you are taking notice of, and then you've been given a bashing.
Thank you very, very, very much. Yes. Ghana Education Service oversees the general health and sanitation conditions in our schools. And I mean, it's part of the program given to all schools. Do these things pertain in other schools as well? We've been talking about what we have here in Presec, but what do you think about other schools?
Okay.
Yes, we have a district coordinator for these jobs.
Okay.
There's an officer in the district municipal office. There's an officer in the regional office.
Okay.
There's an officer at the headquarters. So once in a while they'll come.
Wow.
And when the system is above you, or when what you are going through is more than, then you have to report to the officers.
Yeah.
So we have them. So we have a National Sanitation Day, we have Sanitation Week, and when per chance they come for maybe a meeting and they see that your compound is dirty, that is where you'll be very hot.
I see.
Yes, so we have them. We have yes, Medina area here. We have officers there who comes and ensure that some of them are even from the district assemblies.
Okay.
Yes, not only the education office, and they come and inspect, especially the laboratory and other areas. Yes, they come because sometimes when the students are many and there's an infection or there's a challenge in the school, maybe one particular block is having a chicken pox, or it's having a cholera, or it's having a health challenge. We invite them, they come and advise us as to what to do.
Okay.
So in area of sanitation and area of health, we have officers coming. Yes. Now that we have nurses from the municipal who are here.
Yes.
Yes, we have about 3 nurses from the municipal who are here, though they are nurses, but they advise us as to what to do.
Oh, okay.
Yes, please.
Okay. That sounds very interesting. So it means that education service is really in the doing with us. So there's some collaboration with the Ministry of Health as well.
Yes, please.
That's what it means.
Yes.
Good. And so I heard that we have a club in Presec that goes through. I mean, that's I don't know what they do, but Madam is in charge. Am I right? Yes. School counselor is in charge. And I don't know whether you teach them how to bath and things like that. Or you can tell us about the club. And then you won an award too. Yeah, but you tell us what you do, what it stands for.
So we have the Zoom Ambassadors Club.
Zoom Ambassadors.
And then we have the Green Tech Club.
Oh, okay.
So with both the clubs are almost the same thing. They do the same thing. We recover plastics. So in helping with the sanitation, we have cans that we place by the dustbins, and we encourage the students to put their bottles, plastic bottles, and then the pure water sachets in them. And we have been doing this for some years now, about over 5 years. Then we have the Great Tech Club with the CSIR, who came in and helped us to get industries that will buy our plastics. And by doing that, we were able to win an award for the best school in recovering the highest plastics among 8 schools.
Wow.
Yes.
8 schools across the country, or
all in Greater Accra.
all in Greater Accra. Thanks be to God that we are always in front. That is congratulations to PRESEC and the club.
Thank
Okay,
you.
so with the kind of work that the club is doing, does it mean that it reduces, or what does it have to do to affect the work among the students who are supposed to be regularly cleaning the environment?
Yes, it's reduced our waste a lot, because when you take the dustbins, for example, and the number of wastes or the types of waste that are generated, most of them are plastics. And when we take them out, it reduces it, and it helps the student to learn the aspect of sanitation, that they don't litter.
Okay.
So instead of littering, they put this plastics in a specific can, and it also helps them to put the other types of rubbish in the other dustbins. So when you come around, you see that the students don't litter. It helps them to know how to drop their waste in a specific dustbin.
That is interesting. So they know what to do each time. That's great. So what are some of the problems that we face with the final disposing of the waste that we gather on the compound? Maybe Assistant
Yes,
Head.
thank you so much. We have the Zoom Lion who come and take the waste every time. We have a place that we keep the waste. When they take the dustbin, there's a place that we keep all our waste. Our challenge here is that when they take our containers away, they don't bring all back at the same time. We have about 2
Containers.
yes.
Okay. The huge one.
The huge one,
Okay.
yes. We have 2. But as we speak now, only one is there. That master is on us, and we are still telling them to bring the other one.
I see.
Yes, so we have 2, but they've taken the one away and it's not coming back. That is one of the challenges that we are facing now.
Where do they take them to?
They take them to the, I'm sure it's Lagos. I don't know where they take them to.
And maybe the Zoom Lion has a processing.
Yeah, plants.
Yeah.
That's true.
They take
One-
them there.
One is at Achimota behind the new station. They take it
Mm.
away. But our challenge here is with the big containers that they pick. Yes. Now, as we speak today, only one is there. The other one has been taken out. So the disposal is a challenge now, and we are working on it
I see.
to get the other one.
I think another challenge with the disposal at the site is that one is attitude now.
Okay.
When the children finally send the rubbish in the bins to the main collection site, the lazy ones, instead of trying to pour it into the main skip, would rather pour it on the ground or on the floor.
Wow.
Yes.
That is serious.
Yes.
But that's a crime.
Yes, and so that it has to be collected by someone else into the skips. If you are lucky, they bring back the dustbins. If you don't like, they are not like, they leave them there. Sometimes they wouldn't even pour the rubbish into the bin, but they would leave the dustbin there and then they go away. And the compound is very big.
Yeah,
We cannot be following them while they take the dustbin to the site.
Oh my. Somebody says whatever you do to a human being, he will find a way of escape.
Maybe the boys tricycle. What is done in Achimota school? They don't allow the student to pick the rubbish. Because when they take it, they ask Mr. Ablo, he's saying don't bring it back. So now they employ about 2 people who are versed in this business. And the tricycle there now.
Okay.
When you ship the bin at one place, by 5:30, 6 o'clock, they'll take it and dump it. You understand? So that you don't take the whole dustbin to the place.
To the place.
Yes, please. So in future, that's what we are planning to do now. Yes.
I think it's a very good strategy too that the school is adopting because you see the dustbin, sometimes they heap them so much, the small dustbin, they heap them so much. And the ties under it, they will pull it all the way to the place. And sometimes it wear off and they won't stop using it. Now they start dragging the dustbin itself.
Interesting, students.
Yes.
So, who do we blame? Is it that the students are they trained in Presec to collect rubbish, or they are supposed to collect rubbish before they come to Presec? And if they are not doing it, who do we hold?
They are supposed to know how to gather rubbish, how to pick around, how to collect rubbish before coming to Presec. When the councillor was speaking, there was one major challenge that she left out with the collection, the segregation. If we are taught rubbish or that segregation from home. So elsewhere you go and there's a blue and red container. So I put this one here, this one goes here, so that household waste doesn't mix with the plastics. So you separate them. But they come here and it is now that they are learning. Now the system will have to teach them. Majority of them don't have that segregation. They have not been exposed to this waste segregation. So they come to a school and they now have to learn. So it is not surprising you go and then the trash can that's supposed to collect plastics, you see other waste inside.
So they are mixed.
Yes, they are mixed. So I seriously do applaud the Zoom ambassadors because irrespective, they still get time to separate them. You see them in their gloves, sorting out
items.
But soon you realize that the attitude change a bit when they start getting to the senior classes because they have now they've now adjusted to the waste segregation thing, so but the first year when they come, it's a challenge. So as you rightly ask, the attitude should be imbibed in them right from home. They should know that when I am passing and I see rubbish, I should pick. When I eat, I don't have to drop it anyhow. I should be able to, at least your child at age 12 should know how to sweep his surrounding and all those things. So when they come here by age 14 and the rest, we shouldn't suffer. But they come here and some of them, they don't even know how to bath. So these things must start from home before they get to the school.
I see. If we had one of the officers out there here, I don't know, I would have asked a certain question. But maybe Auntie Magdalena, Madam Councillor, you may have a word to give to Ghana Education Service, some suggestions and recommendations as to what to do with the children before they come here. So we are talking about primary school. And probably their homes, parents.
So at the primary schools, most of the government schools, they do their own cleaning. They sweep, they collect rubbish, they dispose it off. The problem may be the segregation. So if they would encourage them to have that practice. The biggest problem is home with parents. We find ourselves in a time that the parents have to leave because of traffic at 4 a.m., 4:30. So when you wake the child up, the instruction is go and bath. And then he moves to the car. Some take their breakfast in the car. And then they get to a school that there is a cleaner.
Mm.
So throughout their life, they have not been doing it. And that is where when they get here, we have the challenge. So if the parents will make the effort, at least weekends, let them try to sweep. When they mess up your broom, it's not a problem. It's a learning process.
That's right.
They should try to learn, because definitely they are going to be on their own. Because when they get here, it's something else. They even leave their bags. They forget.
Serious.
Yes. When they sweep, the sweeping is the problem. Gathering of the rubbish and collecting it, someone else should come and do it. So parents should try as much to get a little time for their wards, for their household chores. It's part of the training. They need it. They will be alone one day. Thank you.
And then, if I'm allowed,
Yes, go ahead, sir.
one thing that parents sometimes fail to realize is the academic performance of the child has a particular link to the child's self-control and his ability to to keep a clean environment. If the child is neat, he knows where to put what. The child is organized from home. When it comes to school, it is very easy to pick whatever the teacher teaches, and the child becomes almost independent-minded, because he is taught you don't put this here. When you get up, you sweep. You have to do this. You have to do so. He has that. So when he comes and he learns from school, he doesn't even need anybody to tell him revise. When you have a little chance, revise. So you tend to see that children who are naturally neat and they keep their surroundings clean and they like cleaning, they are also academically good. There's a correlation.
Okay.
Yes, there's a correlation.
Okay. That is interesting. That's interesting. So if we have to advise the supervisors of the children, I always call the parents the first point of call for every child. That is where the child lands first. And so every basic training is supposed to start there. Some parents, as we heard from Magdalena, don't have that time. They have to go and get bread from the roadside and bring it home. You have to travel in some situations in order to bring it home. Like where I live, if you don't leave home by 5:30 a.m., it means that you're already late if you work somewhere beyond Tetekwashi. Yes. And our children, in between, we have our children attending schools. We have to drop them in the school very early, or we have to leave them for the housemaid to drop them in school and pick them up and all that. But I think still we can tell the parents something. Yes, Martha, can you still push something to the parents so that
yes, sir. What my sister was just saying, Madam Lina was saying a few minutes ago, is that it's difficult in Accra here.
Yeah, Accra in
here
particular.
is difficult where you work and where the children go to school. It's a very challenge. It's a very big challenge. But what they can do, or where all of us can do, is that parents must start in the weekends, as we have said earlier on. On the weekends when they are available, they should engage them in their washing, in their cooking, in their cleaning their environment. So when they start by then, they come to the boarding house. It will not be a challenge. For example, in Presec here, we have 13 houses, and every house have a plot. We have a very strong house.
That means the whole school has been divided among the 13
yes,
houses.
Yes, we have a very hardworking housemasters and housemasters, the senior housemaster and the deputy, very hardworking people.
Good.
So they have divided the houses into.
I'm happy to hear that.
Yeah, very hardworking. And they are divided into the compound into 13 portions. So when I get into the administration, I know that it's house 11, house 13. So quickly, I know the housemaster how is responsible.
That's
because
right.
Yes, and when we divide the houses into house 1 to house 13, every house have a plot.
Mm-hmm.
A master have insisting even that every student within the house must have a plot.
Within the area.
Yes.
Okay.
So unless you are maybe asthmatic or you are sickle cell or medically we have been informed that we shouldn't allow you to do hard work or don't go near a dust or something.
Okay.
In absence of any medical arrangement,
Mm-hmm.
every student have a plot. And just 2 weeks ago we had inspection. If it did last week or last 2 weeks. Yes.
That's
And
okay.
yes, and we're doing it periodically.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And by all means, your child will be given something to do.
Mm-hmm.
You can't just be in a house like that.
And
So
we
if
don't
you,
do anything.
yes, please. So if you don't train your child from home, you don't train your child from home, he can wash.
That's right.
If you don't
That's
train your
right.
child from home, he can fit into the system.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mhm.
you know, Presec, we produce Christian gentlemen.
Exactly.
Yes. So it's not only the academics
Mm-hmm.
that we want the 8 A's, 8 A's. Yes, we want the 8 A's. We want more trophies. But apart from these two things, we want you to live Presec well composed
Mm-hmm.
in anywhere you find yourself. So in the area of sanitation is key. It's very, very key. That's why the house-masters are all involved. That's why the
Mhm.
senior house-master and the deputy have divided the whole school into zones.
Mm-hmm.
And inspections are done periodically.
That's right.
And when the plot is actually bushy, quickly we know the house that is responsible.
Mm-hmm.
We call the
Mhm.
house-master and the deputy that, please, this portion is for you. Come and work at it.
Clear
So
the zoo.
yes, so the recent speech data we had,
Okay.
it was successful because the house masters were on point. Even that morning, there were house inspection.
Yes.
I see.
Yes.
That's the morning.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's the
yes.
morning.
Wow.
Yes. So that is the thing that we do here. In fact, the company is very big. If you don't divide it into houses, you can't control it. You can't.
That's
one
that's
other thing
interesting. Yes.
I will want to add. I will want to pick a bit here and a bit here. My cleaner spoke about the attitude of the parents and the
Mhm.
fact that most parents these days say, "Oh, I don't have time. I have to get up early." There are some of the parents who do get the time,
Mm-hmm.
but will simply not want their children to work because they feel, "Oh, this is too much for my child.
Mm-hmm.
It's too much for my child. My child is not grown." To some parents, their child never grew. Their children never grew. Their
Mhm.
child, every time my child is not grown, he can't sweep, he can't wash, he can't do this. So I will have to do everything for my child. A child of 14 years old cannot wash. A child of
Yeah.
14 years old cannot sweep his own room, even the small room that he sleeps in. And the parents, there are some parents who always want to do it for their children, to the extent that when they have even come to the secondary school,
Mhm.
they follow them up. They made them pile their clothing
Mm-hmm.
in their bags. Then weekend they come and pick them, go and wash for them. Sometimes they look for people around. They call laundry service
okay.
operators, and they do go and give it to them. So when we see some of these people, we punish their children.
Mm.
You get it. If we
Yeah.
get you, we punish the child because the child. This as master said, Presec we give holistic training, so
Mhm.
the child should know how to wash, how to clean himself, how to shave, how to do everything and sweep around. So if you want to do everything for your child, they come here and then they are smelling in class.
That's true.
They come here and in the dormitory because of your child, nobody can sleep because
Mm.
he eats wache and will put the rubber under his bed because he doesn't know how to dispose of
it.
waste. You get it? So let's try. As Michaelina said, if your child sweeps with a broom and scatters the broom, it's a learning process. He has scattered it, he will learn how to gather and tie. From here, next time when he's sweeping, he won't scatter broom again.
That's true.
You get it? And gradually we will get there. But the way things are going, we don't have time, and we have time to, our children never grow. So I'll do everything for my child. At the end of the day, so they go to a university, and it's so surprising that these days bed bags have become issues. Reverend Asamoah,
At the university.
even at the university is worse. When we were in school in Presec here,
Mm-hmm.
me, I didn't see bed bag in school.
No, we didn't have them.
Yes, I didn't see bed bag in school. And those days I saw people with bed bags in their homes to be in and shanty places and slums.
That's
Those
right.
are so if you have bed bag, then you live. But
You live in a
now
slum.
now bed bag is everywhere because the generation parents are not having time for the children from home. At home, they are not having time to teach them cleanliness. So they carry it on. So I guess some parents even follow their children to the university level to be washing for them. You get it? So where are we heading towards? So my advice to parents is they are the first port of call. They are the first who have the contact with their children. So if the Ghanaians have a proverb that if you pick a knife, you try it on yourself first before you take it out.
I see.
Of course, if you pick the knife and you want to cut something, you use your thumb to try the knife to
check whether it is sharp enough.
So it's you are trying it on your body. Before.
So how do you say it in Ghana? Wow. Trick yourself before you take it out there to go and trick somebody else. Interesting.
So charity begins from home.
Charity begins at home.
At home. You understand?
Does it sound also like call the Borduna?
That is, if you have any advice, if you can advise people, then you should have advised yourself first.
Okay, that sounds good. So our cultural levels are very, very enriched with good principles that help to guide us in living. The question I have now, so what is expected of the parents? What does the GES expect the parents to do before bringing their children into the second cycle places? We are talking about what should happen to them at home. But when they are coming to school, what is expected of the parents to do or say to the children before they come to SS? For them to come and participate in personal cleaning and then environmental cleaning and then the institutional cleaning as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Master. So in Presec, there's a partnership between the school and the GES in this regard.
Okay.
The school believes that the children coming from home have been taught a kind of they have imbibed a kind of cleaning virtue or cleanliness in them, and the parents are aware. And so the parents are aware that as the children are coming here, they are also coming to join the pool of people, the cleaning ambassadors, so that we keep the environment clean. So we ask them to bring cleaning materials, like brooms, scrubbing brushes, mop buckets, so all cleansing agents and all those things. So parents are very much aware that their children are coming to clean, because this is a Presbyterian school. And exactly. I remember when we were in Presbyterian Training College at Kropong, there was a field called the Big Field. That big field, nobody weeds there. We weed there only once a year.
Once a year. That's true.
It's not that the school can't weed, but the school will intentionally leave the place weedy. And if you
overgrown.
Reverend, I guess you were in PTC.
I went there.
So it is left to become.
I was there some.
You were there some. So it will be left to become like a forest. If they tell you that this place will be weeded and athletics will take place on this forest, you will not believe.
That's true.
But they will wait till first years come, and that's where you start your weeding.
That's right.
You go and see forest, big trees and everything, and you will clean it, stamp, remove everything, and we have athletics there.
That's right.
It's the way by which the Presbyterian Church.
Part of the training.
Yes, they want you to learn how to weed. And way back here in Presec, there were times we were doing what we call disco weeding. If you're a stubborn boy and you don't like weeding, we go to normal groundswork and you don't come, we'll wake you up at dawn and we'll give you torchlights. So you alone, you'll be at your place and you'll be weeding. You get it. So yes, the parents know that when their children come to school, they are coming to join to clean. Those who don't know, once you have been told to bring the cleansing agents and the cleaning materials, then you know your child is coming to clean. Because in Presbyterian schools, it's very difficult to hire laborers to do cleaning for children. Yeah, because it's of the holistic training, we want the children to do it themselves so that they learn. So this is a kind of partnership that the GES is come with the school, and the parents are supporting, so that we bring cleanliness to the school.
Thank you very, very, very much. Ladies and gentlemen out there, we have been listening to a discussion on sanitation in our schools. And we have been focusing more on Presec because our resource persons are all from Presec. But basically, our resource persons are all educationists who are also helping to bring up the next generation and the next 2 generations into the place. The program is Education Standpoint, and the station is Ɔdadeɛ Radio. We are employing you to get ready with what number or WhatsApp numbers. WhatsApp number 02000929925. I repeat it, 02000929925, and then studio phone 0302551014. 0302551014. Send us your comments and send us your questions. Send us whatever comes to mind, and let's see if we can also talk about it. If you were here you were here before, or you are intending to come here and listening to us, you have some questions about sanitation work in PSEC or in the second cycle, and you can throw us your question and we'll look at it from afar. We'll take a short break, and then when we come back, we will continue with our discussions.
Agriculture plays a crucial role to our country's development, with a huge contribution to Ghana's GDP, whilst providing for our food needs at the same time.
They should know that agric is the backbone of every country. Honestly, you began by giving us the percentages, but it used to be 70% that agric contributes to the economy. It's because of certain lapses that has made a figure decline.
I don't know why they see farming as a bad occupation, because in other developed countries, they take agric very seriously and they make a lot of money out of farming. They use a lot of modern technology to improve their yield, but over here we only see it as the use of certain man-made or small implements such as cutlass and hoe, which don't really do much. If you want to go into mass production, which will bring you a lot of money, you use a lot of modern technology that will help improve the yield.
Time to put the spotlight on agriculture value chain in Ghana on Agric Panorama on Ɔdadeɛ Radio. Agric Panorama is a radio program that is aimed at creating a unique platform for all farmers, traders, processors, transporters, wholesalers, and all other actors within the agric value chain. Agric experts, policymakers, students in agriculture, and other stakeholders as they participate in a panel discussion to unravel all that matters to improve agriculture and agribusiness sector, which is the backbone of Ghana's economy.
It's beneficial to the country in the sense that renowned companies in this country, the products these companies bring out are from agric, or the raw products are from agric, which has been processed into finished goods.
With agric, as I was coming, I wanted to do biology, but my grandfather was the person who told me that, why don't you try agriculture? Because I'm a farmer and look at where I am. So you can also try agriculture and then you can see how far you go.
Agric Panorama will be broadcast live from the studios of Ɔdadeɛ Radio online every Saturday from 10 a.m. to 12 noon. You can listen and contribute to this program via the Zeno FM radio app or Ɔdadeɛ Radio app from the Google Play Store or App Store. Also watch it live on YouTube or Facebook at Ɔdadeɛ Radio or Ɔdadeɛ Radio Ghana. Ɔdadeɛ Radio, shine the light.
Did you know that 90% of people with autoimmune diseases will be misdiagnosed or spend years before a diagnosis is made? Precious time that could lead to organ damage. Autoimmune diseases occur when the immune system starts to attack healthy organs and cells in the body till they are destroyed. These conditions are more severe and are increasingly seen in people of African ancestry. The Rheumatology Initiative TRI is an NGO leading with education, advocacy, and research in autoimmune diseases. TRI ensures patients have the right peer support with a support group of over 200 people diagnosed with autoimmune conditions. The Rheumatology Initiative provides emergency medication for needy patients and teaches them life skills to ensure some financial stability. TRI reaches patients, health practitioners, and the general public through various educational interventions to enable prompt diagnosis and treatment for improved outcomes. How can you support our work at the Rheumatology Initiative? Please donate to our MTN Momo 024-192-9775. Account name is the Rheumatology Initiative. To volunteer, please send an email to volunteer@tryghana.org. That's TRIGhana.org. Visit our website tryghana.org to reach us, and on social media look for our handles at TryGhana.
Ɔdadeɛ Radio. Like us on Facebook at Ɔdadeɛ Radio. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Ɔdadeɛ Radio. You can WhatsApp or call us on 0200 092925.
Welcome back to Education Standpoint on Ɔdadeɛ Radio. And as you join us, you got to know that we've been discussing issues about sanitation in our schools with the PSEC case as our main study case. I have with me in the studio Mr. Isaac Nyakon, the Assistant Head Number 3, who is in charge of Domestic Affairs. We also have here Assistant Senior Housemaster Mr. Michael Ablo. And then we also have in here Madam Michaelina Kwe, who is also joining us. She has been in charge of our school clubs who try to help us to use modern methods in disposing of some of our waste. Now, yeah, so I throw my next question to you, Michaelina. How many people are in the club, and how do you get students to go in the club? I'm sure that other students may be looking at it as baller club. I don't know if it happens. When I was teaching sculpture here, I noticed that some people will tell others, especially some of the science students will tell my students that when we came to school to study mathematics and science, you are here to come and play with math. So I expect that a similar thing will be going around because our attitudes are still the same. When we are here to study and to clean ourselves and to dress well as Christian gentlemen, you are joining Bola Club. Is there anything like that? Can you tell us more?
Yes. So they make fun of them. But currently, I have 35 Form 2 students and then 25 Form 1 students.
Oh, I see.
What I do is when they come in Form 1, it's very difficult for them to join the clubs. So I ask for workers from half of the houses. I don't take from all the houses. Yeah. So I just get 2 from 6 houses, and then they work with me. In fact, I am with them. We do the segregation together. We gather the plastics, and then as we are moving on, I keep on educating them on the value and the effects on our on the school, on the society, for the nation at large. And by the time you realize, they have even they bring in other colleagues to come and join. One thing that it is also an incentive for them is it is a form of a community service. Yeah. It's a form of a community service. You are serving the PSEC community. So those who have plans of applying to schools in the US, it is an advantage for them.
Exactly.
Yes, it's an advantage for them. So because of that, when they get to understand it, they rush to join. And if you are with the club, we are all working. I do it with them, so they end up enjoying. In fact, recently when we won the award, I have a lot of them who are coming. But since we have the Green Tech Club, I'm separating them, especially the Form 2s, to join the Green Tech Club. Our focus is to make our environment green. So anything that is not green, especially plastics, we pick it out.
Oh, okay. That's interesting. Why don't you pick more from the houses? Because obviously we have more students in the school now than those days. When those days when we needed to get students to clean up areas around administration, assembly hall, dining hall, and other places, we pick students from the houses. And for this one, which is a very laudable idea, I think that it would be better to get more students pick them from the houses because there are many there, and the houses haven't increased in sizes. So it means that the work that they are doing has not got increased, except that it will be more frequent because more footsteps are going in and out of the houses. What do you think about that? Getting more students and then challenging them with these incentives, especially, and getting more so that people will want to be part of it. Because I know there are a lot of students who are interested in green matters.
Yes, at the houses we get them, but what I want is they should show the interest in joining the club, know why they want to join, know the impact it's having on them. Because apart from the segregation and the plastic, there are other at meetings, they are being educated on other things as well. So when they come voluntarily, in fact, they work. But if you pull them, they pretend to be working.
I see.
And it makes the work difficult.
Remember, you see, one thing too is once you join the club, it can arrangement can be made such that in the mornings, when you move from your house, then you are coming to pick around, at least pick plastics around. That should be the assumption. And so if she opens the floodgates, then everybody will come, and it will be a hiding point. They will come and they will not be picking, yet they will not be working in the house too. You get it. You remember when we came to school?
Those who are pretending to be.
First year we all joined choir.
That's right.
We all say we are members of the choir.
Choirs were exempted from laborious works.
But we get to Form 2 and then the choir begin to shrink.
That's true. Yeah, but I think since the laudable idea, we need to put in some more vim in getting students to be involved in it. Yeah. Mr. Headmaster, may I ask, what is the nature of cleaning at Guase? Guase, is it part of the student zone or is it left for the market women at Guase?
Yes, that is a very good question.
Yeah.
If you go to Guase currently, we have the Ɔdadeɛ. It's like a partnership now.
Yes.
Because they pay their daily toll to the school, and they pay the yearly toll to the Ɔdadeɛ.
Yes.
So the water there and the sanitation there is for the Ɔdadeɛs to manage. And I'm telling you that I was there this morning. They do a very good job. And as we speak now, when the students litter the environment, they pick. You have people there who pick.
I see.
They pick around, and also we have security there at night. After 6:30 years, when you go there, we have security.
Okay.
So with the Guase, we don't have a problem. We don't have sanitation problem because Ben is always on us.
Oh, okay.
Yes, Ben is always on us.
Yeah.
And because of that monitoring.
All right.
Yes. So Guase is not so much part of. Though I survive Guase now, I go there, I meet the market women to maintain a high level of professionalism in their sales.
Okay.
The type of food they'll give it to the students.
And the quantity too.
The quantity too.
Okay.
Which Monday we will discuss it on Monday, if God permit.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So the truth is that Guase is being managed solely by the Ɔdadeɛs. The school also collaborates.
All right.
Because the daily toll is taken by the school, but the annual toll is taken by the.
How much is the daily toll now?
It used to be 5 CDs, 3 CDs, and so they are still complaining. We will discuss all on Monday.
I see.
And see the way forward.
I see.
But quickly, let me add this before we go to the next topic.
Okay.
The challenge in Presec is not only sanitation. One of our biggest challenges we are facing now is the sewage.
Okay.
It was sewage.
So it's part of sanitation.
Yes.
In any case.
Yes. The sewage was done when population was about 500 to 1,000. Mr. Ablo was saying that when they were here, the whole school was 1,500. So
the system was initially fixed in 1968.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
And I came in 69.
Wow.
Yes.
So I'm sure your days you were more less than 1,000.
Oh, as I said, yes, we're 800.
Yes.
Thereabouts.
And my good brother is here, senior officer is here.
Our time we're about 1,005.
Yes,
That's
1,005.
right.
So the system was such that all the solid waste go down to the school farm. There's a unit there, and then they are in chambers. So the first one enters through a machine to the chamber.
Yes.
Chemicals are added, and it mixes up, pushed through the next chamber, and then another work is done on it. And it comes to the final chamber where the dry matter, it becomes like a black soil.
Yeah.
It's pushed up. So we only use rake and then shovel to collect it.
Them.
And then that was what we were using as fertilizer.
Yes.
The system is still there, but it's not working.
Yes, as we speak now, the population have increased.
Yeah.
The student population, I mean, only the formed ones are almost 2,000. It's very high. And therefore, the drainage system was done for lesser students, less than 2,000, less than 1,500.
That's right.
Only SS1, almost 2,000. So our facilities are overstretched. When it rains in front of our office here, in front of Ɔdadeɛ Secretariat here, the whole place gets flooded.
Oh, okay.
Yes, and because of this track, the gold, the green, if this track is going, another track is coming. We don't have
there's no break.
Yes, we don't have a long back for the facilities to actually relax. So the thing is 24/7.
A whole year.
Yes. So as we speak now, most of our drainage are blocked. The one near the Reverend's residence, the one near the nurse's residence house.
At the southwestern end of the compound.
Yes, it's very good.
Blocked.
We are lucky that in May, June this year, the PTA voted on a huge amount. So when you get to Block E, to the Guasi, before that, when you pass through Guasi area there, when it blocks, you see the water coming out. But thank God that yes, the PTA have opened the whole thing for us now, and now we don't have flooding there again. We don't have the drain system is very improved over there. Our main challenge is this area, our area here.
Our western side.
I'm using this medium to appeal to all the Ɔdadeɛs, the government, our stakeholders to come in to support our drainage. In fact, it's one of our biggest challenges on campus now in terms of the pipes. The pipes are too small. Vis-a-vis the number of people who use it. Mr. Abloh, it was free. It goes through like that. But as we speak, even last Monday, Nash called me that in front of your place here is blocked. Wow. So I'm using this medium to appeal to all stakeholders to come and support us to actually work on our synergy. Our drainage. Yes.
So the call is to stakeholders who have not been regular members of the compound.
Yes, please.
Yes, we are talking to parents, we are talking to government officials, and we are reminding the Ɔdadeɛs in government.
Yes.
We are reminding them because they know about the system.
Yes.
Yeah, they came through it. That they should tell their bosses that we still have this problem to solve as they pour more students on us in the school. And I believe that it happens in other schools as well. So the call is not only for Presec, but to other schools as well, but Presec specifically. And we are calling on all Ɔdadeɛs also to look at the situation and see what kind of help they can stretch to us. As for Ɔdadeɛ, when we call, there is a response. Sometimes it comes slowly, but it comes. Only there's no expectation in timeliness, but we know it will come. Yeah, so that is a smooth call to everybody out there. It's an urgent situation, and we are requesting that anybody who can help should stretch forth their hands and come and help.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very, very much. Yes, Madam Councillor.
I also want to add that the Green Tech Club and then the Zoom ambassadors are in charge of disposing the waste after we have taken our plastics to the bin area for the Zoom Lion people to come and take the skip. So we have been doing that every week since we have a number of dustbins there. After Fridays and Saturday morning, we work on it and then empty the bins.
Wow. Thank God. So, Zoom Lion, thank you for the help that you've given to us so far. You always give us dustbins free of charge in the past. These days, the flow has been reduced. So we are calling upon you to get us more. Yes, give us some more, so that we can practice the action of cleansing our environment. We can practice, and we can lead the students and teach them also to practice the good virtue of cleansing our environment. It is going to be very, very helpful to us, and we need your support. We need your support. Now, those who come to collect, we mentioned Zoom Lion coming to. Are they the only group that comes to collect our rubbish from PRESEC? And
yes, the Ministry of Sanitation has zoned the country, and for that matter, the region.
That's right.
So Zoom Lion is not the only sanitation company.
That's right.
There are others. So others have their own jurisdiction, and we fall within the jurisdiction of Zoom Lion.
Okay.
So for this place, it is only Zoom Lion that is mandated to come and do rubbish collection.
Oh, okay. So who gives them the contract? Is it the school that goes for the contract, or it comes from the ministries and government?
It's a contract between the school and Zoom Lion, and so the school pays to Zoom Lion, to the extent that even staff or people in the PRESEC community are encouraged to pay a token for Zoom Lion. So you have the stickers, or those in the residents, you have stickers on your
dustbins.
So if Zoom Lion comes along
with the numbers.
Yes. Yeah, when they come, they see those that they can. But apart from that, the school has its own system of collecting all the rubbish. But the Zoom Lion goes to bungalow.
Okay.
To collect the rubbish for those who have personal contract with them. But those who don't have personal contract with Zoom Lion, they fall within the school's contract with Zoom Lion.
I see.
So those ones are collected. They send to the central collection point.
Then they come and pick them from there. I see. That is very, very interesting. So, is it effective?
Yes, it's very effective.
Very effective.
Oh, it's very effective. Those that come to the bungalows, they pick it once every week.
Oh, okay.
They pick it once every week.
Okay. That is interesting.
It's just that the one for the school is very expensive, and then it is draining the school. As we know now, there is no other money that is coming.
But the government says it's paying.
Yes, and we have to, the school is paying. The government is not paying on our behalf. They are supposed to pay for each student. They were paying 1 cedi for each student in waste generation. And that one is also hanging. It's not coming. Yeah.
I see. It's a whole big project. It's a whole big project. But we thank God that we are still managing. With the gifts that He has given to PRESEC administration and PRESEC staff and all the students who also support in the various works that we do. Well, I believe that we'll still be thinking and talking about these situations, and we'll also be hearing very soon from the powers that be concerning the appeals we have made, especially concerning our sewage system, so that we get some good air to breathe in PRESEC and good land to walk on, as a green club makes the place green for us, and the excess waters from the sewage system are also made to pass through the ground. I say thank you very, very much for this afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very, very much, Mr. Isaac Nyakon, Assistant Head 3 in charge of Domestic Affairs. Thank you, Mr. Michael Ablo, who is also the Deputy Senior House Master for PRESEC. Thank you very, very much, School Councillor Bakompe, Madam Michaelina Kwe, for coming.
Na Akwele Kwe.
Yeah, God bless you so much for coming. God bless you so much for coming.
Thank you
well,
so much.
Listeners out there, we didn't get your questions and comments, but we believe that you can still send them to Ɔdadeɛ Radio. The numbers are still the same. So whenever you have the question, you can still send them to our online places. You were also with us on Facebook, and you can send your questions there. We'll pick them up and deal with them. Thank you very, very much, executive producers Johnny Adufening and Edifiko. Whilst you were producing your work from there, and thank you, technical producer Joseph Otu. Next week, when we meet again, this is Reverend Emmanuel Ambrose Asamoah, Ɔdadeɛ Ambrose Asamoah, also saying thank you very, very much, and see you again on Education Standpoint. God bless you all. Have a good week.
Take a little time, relaxing with my baby on the coastline. just can't get enough. Slowly but surely, we're getting there. Baby, run, come on me, my darling there. Slowly but surely, we're getting there. Baby, run, come on me, hold me. Remember when they said we wouldn't make it? Girl, cherish our love and don't you break it. Forget about the egos. Now she goes where I goes, loving me tenderly. Slowly but surely, we're getting there. Baby, run, come on me, my darling there. Slowly but surely, we're getting there. Baby, run, come on me, hold me, yeah. 'Cause I believe we're meant to be, truthfully. Oh, yeah. 'Cause I believe we're meant to be, truthfully. Yeah. Slowly but surely, we're getting there. Baby, run, come on me, my darling there. Slowly but surely, we're getting there. Baby, run, come on me. I gotta take a little time. Relaxing with my baby on the coastline. Wasn't really into no rush. 'Cause the love she gave to me, I just can't get enough. Slowly but surely, we're getting there. Baby, run, come on me, my darling there. Slowly but surely, we're getting there. Baby, run, come on me, hold me, slowly but surely, we're getting there. Baby, run, come on me, my darling there. Slowly but surely, we're getting there. Baby, run, come on me. I'm not looking for a fairy tale. Don't need a queen for the night. I'm not addicted to the fiction of the picture perfect life. But I confess I'm ready. I found the one at last. And if your heart don't skip when you're next to me, you could be the best I never had. I wanna look out in the crowd and see your face shining out. If that's a little too much to ask, well, I could care less right now. Ain't gonna stress no future pain. You probably don't even know my name, but I'm pretty sure that we both been through it. And one day soon you're gonna hear me say, hey, you